بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على عبد الله ورسوله نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما يا رب العالمين. Last time we sat together, we covered an introduction to seeking knowledge in Islam, and we covered some of the virtues of it. We covered some of the most important fundamental principles that seeking knowledge is built upon, and we also spoke about memorization. In this second part, insha'Allah ta'ala, we're going to talk about the element of learning which is related to understanding, gaining understanding. And as we said, gaining knowledge in Islam is based upon two fundamental things. It's based upon memorization and understanding, and you need both. We've spoken about memorization. We're going to come back to it a little bit during this lecture, inshallah. But primarily, we want to talk about today understanding. And it's not just understanding we want. We want detailed understanding. We want fiqh, because that's the meaning of the word fiqh, right? In Arabic, like the scholars of Arabic define the word fiqh as al-fahmud daqiq, precise understanding, really knowing the ins and outs of something. Not just having an overview. If you have an overview of something, you don't call it fiqh. You only call it fiqh when you have a detailed and deep and precise understanding of something. And the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man yuridillahu bihi khayra yufaqqihhu fid din." Whoever Allah wants good for, He gives him fiqh in the religion. Now, fiqh here doesn't mean fiqh as in how to pray and, like the rules of nikah. But fiqh here means precise, detailed, deep understanding of the religion of Islam. How do we achieve that? And we can put it another way, why don't we achieve it? Why is it that so many people come to lectures every week? Why is it that so many people listen to YouTube lectures or listen to lectures in the car, and yet they don't achieve al-fahmud daqiq? They don't get deep and detailed and precise understanding of Islam. There are 2 or 3 fundamental answers to that question. And from that, we can actually develop a program of how we can gain knowledge in Islam. The first principle is to understand that Islam is not based or is not one subject. Islam is not one subject. Islam is an umbrella word for many sciences which come together to build Islamic knowledge. If we have knowledge in part of those sciences or one of those sciences, but we don't have knowledge in the other parts, then this leads to us doing lots of learning but not having a lot of knowledge. So for example, as people with tastes, with things we like and things we don't like, we often gravitate towards a certain kind of lecture or a certain topic. So some of you, for example, on a particular topic, I've heard, so many lectures. But that topic is the only topic that you have listened to. Or, broadly speaking, within the sciences of Islam, you focused upon 1 or 2 sciences. Like you've learned a lot about tafsir, but you're lacking in knowledge in the other areas. So it's very important, as our first principle, that we don't see Islam as one topic, but we see it as 10 or 15 smaller topics. And we don't just say I go to a weekly lecture on Islam, but we ask ourselves, how many lectures do I attend in tafsir? How many lectures do I attend in hadith? How many lectures do I attend in fiqh? How many lectures do I attend in, for example, the Arabic language and its sciences? How many lectures do I attend in the supporting sciences of things like usul al-fiqh? I'm going to go through what all of these things are in a minute, inshallah. But you get the idea. Instead of saying to yourself, I attend a lecture about Islam once a week, start thinking, if you want to gain detailed knowledge of Islam, start dividing Islam up into sub-sciences, and then for each of those sub-sciences, ask yourself, have I learned something in that? Have I studied something in that?